So there I was, doing what I thought would be a calm, well-paced, and finally done after months of procrastination article about the Corvette ZR1. I had my notes, my admiration ready, maybe even a nostalgic line or two about how the Z06 paved the way. The story was writing itself. And then, somewhere between caffeine sip number 2 and typing twin turbo, Chevy decided it was time to shake the internet and my sense of composure. The ZR1X just dropped. Not a rumor, not a spy shot. A real, officially announced hybrid-enhanced all-wheel drive, 1,250 horsepower Corvette. What in the Michael Bay sequel is going on? Let's not forget, the ZR1 alone was already shaping up to be a monster. A twin-turbo, 5.5-liter flat-plane crank, V8, making 1,064 horsepower? That was supposed to be it. That was the main event. But no, Chevy, apparently feeling cute and probably a little dangerous, decided to throw in an electric motor up front for an additional 186 horsepower. Why? Because they could. The result? The ZR1X. A name that sounds like a fictional jet fighter and performs like one too. Chevy took an already insane car and basically said, let's add another layer of "are you serious?" on top. Listen, I love the Corvette, always have. I've mentioned it more than once and I'll say it again for the folks in the back. The Corvette will be my first supercar. It's not just about the badge or the price or the 0 to 60 stat, it's about the spirit of it. Accessible performance, American muscle gone mid-engine, and now, with the ZR1X, hypercar killing numbers at a price that doesn't require you to sell your blood on a monthly subscription. Chevy keeps making it harder to pick. Just when I had emotionally committed to the Z06, they dropped the E-Ray. I came to terms with maybe chasing the ZR1, and now this? The ZR1X isn't just next level, it's next dimension. Seriously, imagine pulling a gearhead out of 1993. This guy just watched Days of Thunder, still thinks the Ferrari F40 is the fastest thing ever built, and gets hyped over a Mustang Cobra R with 300 horsepower. Now, you show him this. A Corvette with 1,250 horsepower, sub 2 second 0 to 60, and quarter mile times under 9 seconds on street tires. He'd assume society collapsed and the survivors built rocket cars to escape. We live in a timeline where 4-figure horsepower is not just possible, it's becoming common. And somehow, a hybrid AWD Corvette might be the most exciting parts of that equation. The guy from the 90s wouldn't believe you. Hell, I barely believe it. Let's do a little friendly comparison, shall we? Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 plus, horsepower 1,577. Price $4 million, 0 to 60, 2.3 seconds. Flex level, royalty. Next, Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, horsepower 1,600 plus, price $3.5 million. Built in, a sterile Swedish laboratory where engines whisper in metric. Rimac Nevera, horsepower 1,914, all electric, price $2.1 million, 0 to 60, 1.85 seconds. Vibes, hacker billionaire with a Croatian passport. McLaren Speedtail, horsepower 1,035, price $2 million, 0 to 60, 2.5 seconds. Aesthetics, looks like a Stingray mated with a spaceship. And now, 2026 Corvette ZR1X, horsepower 1,250, price rumored to be under $200,000, 0 to 60 under 2 seconds, quarter mile under 9, flex level, hold my Coors Light. This isn't David versus Goliath. This is David showing up in carbon fiber with launch control and Michelin Cup 2Rs. Let's be honest, when a car launches like a guided missile, you're not looking at the infotainment. But just in case you do survive long enough to breathe, the ZR1X brings a cleaner, more modern layout than previous C8s. Gone is the button wall. In its place, a sleek triple screen setup that looks more Iron Man than Malibu Barbie. It's still very much driver focused, but now with more digital dazzle and less, why does this feel like the inside of a calculator? Of course, you won't really need to know what mode you're in. You'll know, because track mode will have your neck doing time travel. This is still a Corvette, which means you can theoretically drive it to work, pick up groceries, hit a track day, and return home without needing an oil change flown in from Italy. That's the real flex here. Not just the numbers, but the fact that this car will live in normal garages, go on normal roads, and make normal people feel like they accidentally walked into an F1 career. Hypercars are aspirational. The ZR1X, it's attainable insanity. Sure, there are trade-offs. Tires will vanish like candy at a kid's party, insurance companies might start blocking your number, fuel economy will be measured in teardrops per gallon, but who cares? If you're buying a 1,250 horsepower Corvette, you've already accepted the deal. This isn't a sensible purchase. It's a love letter to chaos. Chevy didn't need to go this hard. They already had the Z06. They could have coasted on the legacy and nostalgia, let the badge carry the brand, and called it a day. But nope. Instead, they built a car that throws hands with Bugatti and Koenigsegg while wearing a Chevy badge and a price tag that doesn't require offshore banking. The 2026 Corvette ZR1X is the kind of car that makes car lovers rethink what's possible, what's necessary, and what's just plain fun. It's not about subtlety, it's about statement. And me, I'm still saying it, still manifesting it, still dreaming out loud like a madman on a caffeine bender. The Corvette will be my first supercar, not just because of what it does, but because of what it stands for. This isn't just engineering, it's emotion. It's American muscle reimagined. It's a V8 scream backed up by electric fury. It's the dream car for people who aren't afraid to dream big. And if you're watching this, wondering if the ZR1X is too much, you're missing the point. That's the whole beauty of it. It's unapologetically too much, just like it should be. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. We can take it. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Which story shocked you the most? Was it the ZR1X going full anime transformation? Or the fact that it's still a Corvette underneath all that chaos? And if you want to catch up on previous episodes, I'll leave them up on the screen for you. Seriously, thank you for watching to the end. It means the world to us. Whether you're here for the laughs, the news, or just to hang out, you're part of the Friends with Benefits family. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep driving, and remember, if the car you're driving doesn't make you feel like a superhero, you're driving the wrong one. Friends with Benefits, driving off.